This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Radically says, Big O, remember when teams had man-to-man shutdown cornerbacks that allowed teams to stack the box? Why can't the Dolphins do this? Sir, can you cover like that anymore? Think about that. Think about what corners have to do now. It's really hard now to be even a shutdown corner because you can't get physical with guys anymore. So it's a lot harder. But Miami is getting to the point where I think they have as close as possible to a shutdown secondary with X and Jones. You know what I'm saying? But if
you play for the Patriots, you're allowed to get physical.
Yeah, you could definitely get away with a bunch of fouls. But it's harder to play DB now than ever. But I think Miami is getting to the point where, and you saw it, it wasn't like Cam was beating you on the outside. This week, Cam did not do that. So that'll be interesting to see if that's the trend from here on out. And that's what I think is going to happen. I don't think you're going to pass a lot in this secondary. I really don't. So eventually, I think the Dolphins will have the kind of defense that will be pressuring people because our secondary can cover, man. And if Noah is the real thing and X is healthy and Byron plays the way he's supposed to play, I don't need, look, I know too many people get hung up with, oh, well, we now got to make Byron Jones, a thief all of a sudden. And maybe he's not that guy. X is that guy. X will snatch the ball and steal that thing from anybody. Byron covers you and doesn't let you get the ball. But, too many people are hung up with, well, we got to get him to become a ball hawk. Maybe that's just not him. There are corners that cover and don't end up with a lot of interceptions. But they do a great job of covering. So if Jones, X, and Noah are the real deal, the Dolphins secondary is only going to get better week in and week out. Because the coaches, defensive coordinator and our head coach, obviously, because he's going to influence the defense a lot. But those guys will figure out ways to get to the quarterback. Okay? And they're going to cause a lot of havoc when you have that kind of secondary. So I think the Dolphins are working their way radically to the kind of secondary you want. Now, if you want that mauling type of corners on each side, you're not going to get away with that anymore in today's NFL. It's just really, really hard, man. It's such a soft league, and it's an offensive league too, So
well, think about the game. Any of the Patriots passes past 10, 12 yards that were completed, a couple of them, they were in the middle of the field.
Right.
There was nothing on the edges.
Yep. New York Kane says, I am concerned about Bobby McCain at safety. He's always getting trucked by other teams. Well, he's not a big safety. He's a free safety, remember. So but look, man, if you're worried about that, the guys before him should have done the job. You understand what I'm saying? If the runner got to the free safety, the play's been a disaster as it is. So Bobby's not there to be the extra man in the box. He's just the last line of defense at this point. So the guys on the line and the linebackers and the strong safety have to do their job before it gets to Bobby McCain. You understand what I'm saying? So picking on Bobby McCain at this point, you're actually missing the point. Okay? If you're picking on Bobby, it's because everybody else is not doing their job. Bobby's supposed to be playing center field and covering people, not worried about the back that broke through two different levels of the defense and then got to Bobby. So I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to worry more about the guys up front doing their job and doing a much better job at it. That's what's got to happen.
Your safeties and cornerbacks having lots of tackles, getting involved with obviously the guys in the front are not. You don't want that. That's not good. Statistically, your team is a disaster.
Yeah.